Thank you for your candor.
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street. If I were to lie to you, I would come up.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with...
Thank you for your candor.
They say so in your tourist... Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly...
The record. Yeah, it's pretty... I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Ravachol. I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. And she isn't really...
How long?
About 4 months. Funky town.
What was that? Funky town?
I have no idea, officer. It is.
The lieutenant, he finds the answer unsatisfying.
Believe me, you don't want to get into that shit. No.
Funk is an aggressive resurgence of the new aesthetic of the Ravacholian 30s, but this time originating in Grad. It's brought there by the Ilmaran diaspora. Funk is more masculine and guitar-orientated than disco, even more dangerous.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window.
Yeah? All right. It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more,
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. We partied. A lot of
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's...
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is.
What did you do when you...
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view.
A bitter cringe. He takes a small
You called us, DRC.
Yes,
jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffed with nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it, into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
Did I? Fuck.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks.
She looks a bit...
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too.
Thank you for making the call.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Bullet? They
I'm not picking up on any theater.
They stripped...
You mean after they...
I'm confused.
So am I.
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. Over drinks. It's been a little.
Like you partied with...
No, not a...
I'm sorry to have to ask this.
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said...
She breathes.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something more? Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m.
The Jamrock shuffle. Yes, you are treasure hunting. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises. The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Looks like we have more... Nothing will make them respect the RCM. But it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just tripped off. What else could she have done? Lie? If not you, then me. It was a smart... You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation.
I was just thinking, what a nice...
The same small, heavy door. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of... The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape. We're unidentifiable sludge. He nods.
I can see that. You're the RCM's own soldier of the... Wonderful.
The fan stands still. The window stands broken. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly. The window stands broken.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Again? I can't believe this shit.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because this is no ordinary wall, it is sublime. Look at it. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of, O Wall Father.
Huh?
He sounds tired of it. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This,
If you must.
Hello again, officers. What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Then you have time to find your own fucking brush. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
they do say the painter always paints his own portrait. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing. Because all the Oh, wall father.
Huh?
He said you already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint.
Mm-hmm. If you must.
Have you... What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of... Do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off. You're about to cry internally, aren't you, Piggy?
They do say the painter always paints his own.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo. You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portrait. Hello again, officers. What for? Well, if it's for art... Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have... Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything, really.
You don't have the skills to execute something like this in practice. But, oh boy, the idea's going to blow her fucking mind. She squints her eyes.
On fire. I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that. I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. Then get your...
Oops. You're a police officer, and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try...
Hello again, officers. Have you come? Ooh, police. Have you got any kid? But fine, take the
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Time to get to proper work. The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind. You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint.
Very poetic. Real poetry.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The filament slides out of its glow. Just as you look at the flowers, you catch a single white flower. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod. Probably for the best.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder and...
She looks at chipped white polish covers.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught? Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know.
6 crumbling petals.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Mabel's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution.
This flower is a spring flower.
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color. But it's about girls and boys more than sight. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths. Then also, yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
The petals. Rene, that old man in the uniform. Maybe you should show it to him when you get the chance. Worn and beaten wooden.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time.
Oh,
Host Almighty.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he did. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings. There were many reasons, but mostly it was I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to... Yes? What about... Yes.
He finds.
We all got...
We are both.
It is what it is. I just don't know anymore.
Just as you look at the flowers, you catch the loot. Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols produce a satisfying... That's not entirely...
I was just thinking, what a nice...
She looked chipped white.
Pretty. Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Yes?
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind, you catch the lieutenant gives you an acknowledgement. Your 9mm semi-automatic, that's not actually true. She's looking toward the yard and doesn't notice them. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind, you catch the young woman the lieutenant gives you. Probably.
I was just thinking.
She looks chipped white.
Pretty. All right. I like it sudden.
Hey, was there something you needed?
It's you again. What is it? Fuck! I knew that.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
She's just in denial.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were...
Lawman, I'm at... And you went in...
Hit you.
Titus Hardy. Everett personally sent me to take care of this.
When she's angry, she friendly.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist. Show it to him, T.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit.
Another apocalyptic actor in town.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb?
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analysts.
We have machines. We're in logistics.
Understood? You've listened...
Since way before...
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up.
Don't put yourself down, eh?
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are...
What's on it? We call it the door gun.
Now that is intriguing.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I look?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Your room had one.
You don't care.
Fix, T.
I won't be...
There's a lot of questions.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Yeah? What about it? You do that.
Oh,
Host Almighty.
honey wasn't really what you'd call a button. There were many reasons, but I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinda. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
6 crumble.
This is the revolution. It's about girls and boys. Yes, the revolution. It's about girls and boys. Maybe. Maybe not.
The petals for Rene. That.
Oh.
Host Almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Honey wasn't really what you'd call a... There were... I guess in the hand...
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can...
Yes, what is it? Yes? No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need...
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of...
Okay, but still. No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk...
Okay, but still. Thanks.
your flashlights. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can see these light translucent. Who are all? You should adopt one of the Welkins, towering among your eyes glide. The photo entire you see, albeit a pinned postcard reads, "This is." It looks mini-me. Stand. Your eyes glide over the handwrite. The full text reads, "This old." The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic type.
Oh, it's you again. Are you... Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a... I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
This orange machine is buzzing. 2 cables are plugged into an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the...
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. This orange machine is dead. This orange machine is dead still. It ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make disappointment washes over you as you stare into the
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the cube from its...
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and kill that.
Yes, but aren't you curious? The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. A friendly cut. The paper still...
Good question. I know. At least it's not...
The fridge sits empty. A few bricks have fallen off.
Seems like an old burn. It means there are fire.
He likes this fun. Both cables are unplugged. Somewhere in the dark. Somewhere a machine hums along with the current. The porter reel. You push. Come on.
This isn't Revachol.
The harbor.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Edit.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol. Indeed, but Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain, a village on the Samaran Isola, in South...
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad.
Who knows?
A symbol of soldier...
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
A police badge on which you see the photo. You stare at the... You take the legal document.
Oh.
Host Almighty.
Honey, was... There were, I guess, in the hand...
This orange machine is dead still. It has ice groans and howls. Darkness lies in. Disappointment washes over you as you stare.
A scoop of ice.
You gently.
We should take it back.
Yes. Both cables. Somewhere, a machine hums along. The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the friendly. The paper still. Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the good? No, that.
Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw.
Good.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still. It sounds like something cracks. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. It sounds like something cracks. Something's broken. Machine. The paper is soaked with ink. It's monochrome darkness spanning from.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
Tiles on the cube are. It sounds like something cracks. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to be. The paper is soaked with ink. It's monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information. A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again. Tiles on the cube are still smoke. It sounds like something cracks. Before the piece of paper starts, something's broken. Machines are. The paper is soaked with ink.
Odd. Something is.
Tiles on the cube are still smoke. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
What is it? Yes? No, that's the production.
In his defense.
Okay, but thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. It's the abyss staring back at you. Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes.
Here! I found it! Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done! I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly! I found the coordinates!
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart. Great job.
Thank you!
Time for a celebratory drink, perhaps. Just a thought.
There, in the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check my calculations. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick. Thanks. Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls. Each chalk-drawn line representing it moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. Some water spills out of the bowl. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the...
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Yeah, nothing. Now, if we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound is... Honestly, I'm a little scared. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. What sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something...
Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant, and then nothing happens. As Sona, you can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that she doesn't answer.
Damn it. No, of course not. Nothing happened.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what's around. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop. Or what if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? All right, but where would...
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing... You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful... Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Hello again.
Hi again. So, yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of a Nodic. That's fine. And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind? Of course. I meant the bar. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe.
Yes?
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. And yes, I'm being more like Contact Mike, alright? Don't even bring it up. No. I actually wanted to thank you. Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Sorna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that... Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know? Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much, but earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those... Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to... Who do you want to know about? Andre. He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one.
She rubs her sides, but not from cold. Her shoulders are relaxed. She must...
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries... Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. I've never seen him so psyched about anything, though. And he's often psyched. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know? Yes. Anyway. Come to think of it, yes.
This is the first time.
He's in some kind of a self-destruction... Yes. Who do you want to know about? He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but... Noid and the rest are from Forberg. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like, for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good. He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself. Sir, I abide by the...
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but...
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time. We walk the entire... I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering. Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people. Yeah. I hope you do. Who do you want to know about? What do you mean? Actually, we don't know where he's from. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forberg.
The worst of the bandlers. A wretched heap of closed-down...
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning. All night long. Just kept yelling and Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog. It was definitely Coal City. Because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes it. You wish you'd been there.
Oh, that. And Nordic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit back...
Pachoo, pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
Yes. Anyway. He basically just...
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if other... Anyway.
Actually, one time we were out... Egg was yelling... Egg came with... It was definitely Coal City. Because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why people were...
You can see you wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you, I'm a...
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. All right, there is. Thank you. Sure. Welcome back.
O Pasado, it's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
Excuse me?
She's attempted.
What do you mean? Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bab. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. What do you think? So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name. It was a stupid idea.
Aren't there any...
I took that into account, of course. Not in person, but I let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wet. It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was...
Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not how these things work.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
You've got a thing
with one
between you and me. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. You really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Andre is busy. Cut a cell using her contact. The one with the large head is Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary.
Okay.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Their bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more. I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession. And that work I collect. Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry. That's right. The first settlers built it. Plus, alone on an uninhabited island.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well. A cop who's into building critique. Okay then. Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral, like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white, a false image of grandeur. The sort of the system is up like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires, put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Stands to reason it used to be white on the...
Year after year, slowly peeled by the wind, your skin... It was probably white and gold, with light red flower motives. Part of you, assumed to be lost to nerve damage, knows this style to be Ubi DeLoreanism.
Good catch, art cop. The herdsmen of the Ubi Sud.
The Ubi are known for their partiality to socialism and sheep. They come from an island called Ubi Sunt, the only place in the world that has a...
Dead bodies of perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this? They had censorship could end a quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it. It never was. A 3,000-year-old regime.
The way he says it, the force in False Core is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with. Your pleasure response was more like, just wondering if he has any.
I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murder. Mass murder on the floor.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers. You wouldn't be the first. Millions liked her. She's got those mass-murdering lips. No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic likewise. No one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. I like this question, Cop Man. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some... Well... They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us. Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass-produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass-produce hundreds of billions of pigs. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory. There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
The speed freak's eyes narrow.
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing. Plus it keeps the cold and the rain out.
The world's... This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpet...
What a strip. Caustic. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window? Why do you keep saying that if it isn't making you feel well? Don't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about that damn window.
Odd to say, I did get to talk to the Crabman. Anyway, dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is the man picks up on stuff. And he knows a good thing you didn't squash him. The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubi's built this place encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of, like This is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what it'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by. Outside, dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down.
No, it's pretty fucking unsound. Anodic mute, and if it can't, well, seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance. Like a concentric ring spreading out, and that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And that is what caused... I don't know. Maybe you can figure things out, Cotton. Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our soul. It's short for paranoid. A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had...
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
No, this is where the innovation happened. I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find...
Whatever this true life is...
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves. Yes, having food is means to an end. It's our own nothing. Animals are cool, guys. I like it. Mental illness is a term. It's our own... Correct. Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach...
His eyes flicker.
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of? The mass murderer? Why? Okay. I regret the time the material knowledge is mega though. Sure. But life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, beats and bright.
Just like the young man is dead serious about this. Rejection of the right-left axis, emphasis on unity, appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Nationalism, militarism, racism, and emphasis on a leader character are totally...
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus...
Lord of the Western Plain, It is really happening right here. The
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
That's a pretty hardcore.
Yeah!
Many not.
Lord of the Western Plain.
Enough now, Noid. You have had enough fun bothering...
Yo, man. What's on your mind? They're hardcore. You know what I think? I think they're just clothes. It's just a style, you know. They're hardcore. It's just a style, you know. They're hard. You know what I think? It's just a style, you know. They're hardcore. You know what I think? It's just a style, you know. They're hard. You know what they're just clothes. It's just a style, you know. Normal hard style. Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Aggressive. Monotonous.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. If you fear it, let it happen. Keep on dancing till the...
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Ecstatic vibe. Now, the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the name? Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective.
It would... Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing.
How about something simple?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We... Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological...
Hardcore! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene! The amnesia...
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club,
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
I wouldn't.
An underground place with no...
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not?
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Like that DeLorean word for the...
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky?
The past is the future! No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like...
And short.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco...
Andre breaks into frenzied...
I'm dancing!
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be...
Yes, my man!
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spike.
All because I'm balding, yes. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. Not 20. Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway. Goodbye, officer. Goodbye, officer.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight. You're a little more moralist now. Makes sense. This is what we're in for.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. It's hardcore. Skibbity. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeko kata. The place to. It's the message. We're close. True. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
Is it though? What is it? I mean, really.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I am the mic and full. We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
The question is, what is the question? But there was a...
We're close. True. Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the... We're close. True. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. Yako cut.
An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarked.
The club. True. Hard. Internal. Encore. Gotta get the people going. Yeah, Rick. The club. True. Hard. Internally. Encore. Gotta get the people. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Two on a track. The club. True. Hard. Internally. Encore. All right.
He furrows his...
Hard.
Is it though?
1-9. The club. True. Hard. Internally coherent. Encore. Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Hardcore party.
There is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's.
The club. True. Hard quarters. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. It's the mess. The club. True. Hardcore. Internally Encore. All right. Gotta get the people. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Two on a. The club. True. Hard. Internally. Encore.
He furrows his...
Hardcore.
The question is, what is the question? But there was...
The club. True. Hard. Internally. Encore.
He furrows it.
Hard.
The question is, what is... But there was a question?
Vic. True. Hard. Internally. Encore.
He furrows.
Hard.
The question is, what is the question? But there was...
Vic. True.
He
Hardcore.
Is it though? What is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it...
The skin on your back is crawling. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint... Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could...
Yeah! That's the first...
Could it be? Maybe.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, isn't something holding it back from being hype? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
The young man looks at you reverently. His friend drops his loitering act and turns toward you two. If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
Wow!
For a moment, you almost think he's going to put his hand down. But
I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be? What? Oh yeah! He's doing...
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the...
I know! So...
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
No! This is the answer! Yeah!
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Yeah! Unless you were thinking Revachol imperative right now. Anyway.
Hardcore superstar!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked...
Yeah! With a rebel yell! I can be a...
Please don't...
Oh, jeez. Please don't do that. There's enough exploitation in the world.
Aye! Oh, sure! I can do that!
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Aye! Oh, sure!
Please don't...
I don't even know what to say to that.
Aye! It's time to compromise! I'm swiftly moving toward a solution. Duck!
Basically, yes it is.
Lungs are for love! Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. 'Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
Dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
All right!
A hawthorn tree, he stands. The other real deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it. You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits
What? Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his...
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape.
Yeah, maybe that street talker.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branch.
Oh, I know!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew!
And the mosaics.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now.
Does it? Oh, I know!
St. G is the...
I knew!
And the mosaic.
But it's all blocked with that
Anyway.
Copman! Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Normal! Stable! Normal! Stable!
What is it?
What? What did you... I can't hear you! The mute... Oh, there's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the Hey! He doesn't listen to me! Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
That's a deal! To the mega! Yeah! I can Oh! She uses 3.5.
Oh no.
Don't worry! I have an... Hang on! This is...
Whoa.
Great! Someone got through to...
Everybody! Everybody! The armor will be back! But we're doing something else for one moment!
Yes, what is it? Okay, but... Think you...
Maximum! Maximum!
I know it is, but...
Pump it to the brim!
Glue style? Okay.
See? He pumps it to the Heart Master. It's hopeless. Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Can't turn down the hardcore!
Of course it is.
Yeah!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold.
What? No, we should definitely do this. I am going to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total. Continue. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds. It will devour everything. The floorboards.
Guys, what's going on?
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar. He's peaking, the worst high he's ever been on.
The beauty and the beat!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the loop.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! La!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor, a great pulse arises.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh!
Shit! It doesn't stop. Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the...
Fuck!
In the mixing desk now. Building, this is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only you.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was...
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time?
Yeah, but did you record it, though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've...
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again. It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard...
A voice seems muffled in the silent church.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers.
That it wasn't her fault.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they... Stay here! I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all...
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of...
You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in... You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, if you knew all she knows, could put it together.
The air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing it. Yeah! Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sound that the future can't escape the sound. Yeah! It sucks up all the... Yeah! Oh! Yeah!
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Welcome back.
Hey, man, it's good to see you.
Goodbye, officer.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. Life is garbage. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. Life is... You dial the number, calling. The cold metal is hard and hurts your knuckles. Bent metal, broken glass. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter. Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too? You're right. That's definitely not the behavior. The porter reel is just... You push.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valson crane.
When this shit is done, I'll fucking do...
The lieutenant presses the button.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably indeed, but Corty could be short for... It seemed authentic enough. Still, it seemed authentic. Yes. A village...
The Souths...
Who knows?
A symbol of soldier of...
I think we've got a few more...
Tequila Sunset. What's it? Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very... All right. Hey, guys.
Hell yeah.
The incapacitated...
Thank you for your help. Should we go and mail it?
Okay, what's on your mind?
The legend returns. You know the deal, legend man. Smokes are smoky, pills no...
Oh.
Host Almighty.
Honey. There were, I guess, in the hand.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito. Bullet holes.
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the white. About a week's worth of mail as collected. Probably did the right thing.
All right, let's go back to Evrard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Fuck no, art shit. It's not art, it's fucking brutal.
Even the...
Look, bitches, Kuno's gonna wrap it up for you. Talk business, or fuck off. Enough about this. So? Yeah, so?
Kuno sent you
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. You got fucked after this.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit. You're still a dink. Kuno saw you wield that can. Kuno's part is... Kuno saw you wield that can. Fuck no, art shit. That's right, pig. Shit. So? Yes, so? Kino! Look, Pig. Kuno sent you to... What is... After this?
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno...
I was just thinking, what a nice evening.
She puts her with a soft...
Did he? I never said he was a good man. Or that he had good intentions.
She doesn't care. If anything...
Where did...
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased. Recorded...
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did.
Yes, was he...
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into a running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward.
What kind of man was he? Before you go...
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what title...
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and...
Like for...
Actually, officer...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And
Lelystad. That's... We have a few...
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer.
The Lelystad municipality has... Oranje?
This means his race was Occidental, which fits the statements of another witness.
Yes.
Did that...
No. He was too old for that. And from an...
Sex. Alcohol. The Lelystad...
This means his race...
Her eye. She doesn't mind this question.
He was
42.
He had many scars that made him a... We even celebrated...
We were slightly off there.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Blue. Light blue. They were like... Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't. Oily, isn't it?
She understands what autopsies entail.
No. Okay, sure. Here you go. What?
Oh, that. Sure, waterways. How?
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest, and the woman goes like, "What was this?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, and so it goes. Star after star. Oh yeah. No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of topic, perhaps? It very well could. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even... That's not funny.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up. The lieutenant blinks.
Cool.
The lieutenant...
Another fantastic moment. What n- All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? Below the damage. How old are you? That's where this is going. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? You asked. 42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week. On the bright side, you've been...
This side. Then, here it comes.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific... To the laboratorium.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder. Sure. The record. Yeah? Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it. What did you say? Oh my god. Now it's turning... I'm sorry. Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you?
Better safe than sorry. Oh, yes. Like, not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically. Huh? Motherfucker took my Preptide? Looks like you owe me.
This does not amount to actual corruption.
It's hard to She's not angry, but it's true. She's...
All right.
Hello, dear. Thank you.
Her smile is...
Morel still isn't feeling well. Yeah.
Her voice...
Morel will... No.
Be real. Gary is not...
That...
Very...
different. It's, do you...
Hunching...
See, Morel's...
A terrible sting in the heart.
No, that but now...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
But it is. If I had...
You know, this reminds you of the Pericanasian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death.
But if the dream comes to naught, I was a paraplegic before we met.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Maybe. But then why do I not what you have?
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. Okay?
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
You're welcome, sweetie.
A waste of a dream. A lie, a fool like that. She drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside the car.
We should go.
It's you again. What is it? And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaws.
That fucking fuck.
That, you caught him off balance. Push, and he will give way.
Dark. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she's...
Funny. Right. Oh, fucking right.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of...
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Yeah? Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
I knew it. Titus, I knew she was
Yes, Glenn.
Sorry.
Nah. Handled him.
Yes. We heard all about it. And the...
Nah. Yeah. Well...
With an overdose,
Yeah. But I'm... Nah.
Yeah! He fucking told you he knows her!
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too. The man is slowing down. Looks like a... Who could? It's getting harder and harder to...
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her that lion Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some...
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached the yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Huh?
I don't know about that.
Sorry, fucko.
I'm gonna...
With a loud thud, the old man stands up. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down.
Come on, man.
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Didn't even know it.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
It's worth a try.
It could open...
It's worth a try.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. Outside in the evening light.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right.
Fuck, Dennis.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that.
That's it.
Officer.
Firearm. A Glass 08. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him.
Shut up!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the...
Dennis! Stand down, or I'll beat...
Does he?
Angie.
I left it home.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Lizzie, your help is no longer...
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Me too.
The lieutenant gives us... He nod.
You hanged the corpse to cover...
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl.
Did she kill...
Cop, I have no idea. The girls...
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he...
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. In the courts. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Yeah.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister.
Nah.
Tibbs. Yes. No more small.
You may have noticed our girls in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. They're powerful. To the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside. But I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot.
I like that. Been thinking this.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got... Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this. Not yet. Yeah, sure. You don't need my... in a manner.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. Fella, you think too much. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her any... Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Clausia you want to talk to. In a minute.
Remember the...
That's right. Fella, that woman is just... Glad you understand that. You do that.
Suddenly, the wind...
She... That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a...
We'll take that into account.
You see a heavy steel door. The key fits the darkness. This window is pristine.
Looks like it, yes.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air. Shush.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you wait?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit. You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the... A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they...
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questions. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people?
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. After that, I sort of, it's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved, and who...
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once...
Low's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. Sure. I'm not a war criminal. A lot of people got hurt. But it's not...
What exactly?
Industrial with a bigger...
I need the...
The job was asked to who...
Low's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration.
It is. A lot of people got hurt. We were there. Okay. I turned back to him.
Her chest rises and falls with each.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
She's forgotten about her cigarette.
Oh. So am I.
What time was it?
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact...
It's okay.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than you.
Oh, yeah.
Good thinking. Clear your head.
Did you hear?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with... We were there. Okay. I turned back.
Her chest.
I knew he was dead. No.
It's okay.
He was heavy. I waited for...
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
I'm not...
You may sometimes be bad at reading her, but this time, truly, she's telling you how it really went down.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
(11:30 to 12:15). I don't know the exact...
It's okay.
Not as much.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off.
Did you hear?
No. Nothing. He was still on the floor. Slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people. Ruby was there.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know,
The leader?
the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like...
Would you say she is the...
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bath.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce...
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went out. It took Ruby. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for... I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to...
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide?
When he was...
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to...
What? Why would I... He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit. I did not kill him.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
What is that?
Dewdrop?
No. I thought Ravishal would...
The lieutenant, it's not one of respect. You may want to add a clever retort to this one. She looks... The lieutenant shares her confusion.
No. I don't know. His friends have rifles? Maybe they...
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. Like what? That's the first... I thought they'd found me. So they wouldn't be hurt. I just don't...
We can't go.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know. That's the... I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen so they wouldn't be hurt. Or...
We can't go.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there. That's the first... I thought they... So they wouldn't be hurt.
We can't go.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from it. Because I'm an...
Which is idiot. She's...
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw...
He kept throwing stones at him.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Last week.
You should have another look. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Last.
You should have another. Still, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She not. He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
I was just thinking, what a...
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
There may be grounds.
A little whimper. The young...
What?
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say.
I did. What? There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking.
That is... Anyone could know that, sire.
What time?
Thursday night.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call, too.
She sounds like a 6th grader.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say
falsified
passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them.
Why would they do it?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been
west of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The lieutenant.
You're welcome to it. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk, or you. It also makes Klazia almost an alacronym for Katar.
It was a sentimental thing.
A nickname. Who gave?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago. My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranie. Alasie is my father's name.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours.
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight.
But I haven't done anything.
Fuck, that's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no.
But there's nowhere to go.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She's silent for us. Gearing up for this betrayal is hard.
Ruby. She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her.
What she's saying is...
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made...
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run...
And you let her...
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy.
This is just...
I know what it sounds like. That's why... Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby ran up after herself? The lynching?
She came over, and she's a pro.
Some of that fear is still with her. What are you talking about?
You've been through there, right? I saw you come out. It leads to... She could have come to...
Then slipped back.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me. You've been through. She could have...
Then slip.
Interesting.
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times.
Okay. And arrest the... Why? She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Thank you.
Something tells you you will. She nods. Then no.
Okay.
She slowly... You are. This is not the end of this.
Lie.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving. She slowly lights another cigarette.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's getting cold.
Good night.